Hello, it's your boy. Just dropping bars on the beat.
Oh.
Holla at me.
Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
And I'm George of the Clarke variety. This is the Useless Hotline because TikTok sucked ass. So we've quit.
He doesn't win Creator of the Year and suddenly he's raging over TikTok. That's crazy, guys.
Yeah, they just gave us the second trophy. It's
I would
crazy,
never
right?
I would never treat you like that, TikTok. Someone who actually loves and supports the platform, I would never speak about you that way. Just
Bro, they ain't gonna give you an award.
But TikTok wasn't working out for us. This is the Useless Hotline. Woo!
Oh, we fucking nailed that shit.
We
did.
did. We should
Hell
get that
yeah.
tattooed.
Yeah. Oh my god, let's do it.
Do you remember on the last tour when we were going to get a tattoo and then you didn't? And you
Yeah.
ruined it for everyone.
No, yeah, well,
You ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, sick.
You ruined
Shut
it.
up,
Boring.
honestly. Still living
Ruined
on
it
last
for
tour.
everyone.
Get a grip, mate.
Still living on last tour, did you?
Yeah,
say?
get a grip.
I just imagine myself at Leeds.
You imagine yourself at Leeds.
In Leeds.
Stop saying Leeds. What the-
In Leeds on tour.
Oh, this is
Eating
your
Nando's in a back room
BDSM
somewhere.
kink again,
Yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
I imagine myself with loads of leads. You just leading me with my leads.
Was that tour the furthest that you'd ever been up the north of the UK? Must be.
We discovered this at that point. Yeah.
I'm just
No. I went to Edinburgh for Edinburgh Fringe.
You'd been there before?
Edinburgh
Before
Fringe.
the tour?
We didn't go to Edinburgh on tour.
Wait, what? Oh.
What the fuck? How are you going to try and make it out like I'm the idiot here? Like, look at this idiot. He's never travelled that far north in the UK. I went to Edinburgh Fringe. What? Before tour?
I got confused. I was thinking, anyway, shut up. This is boring. Hey, George, how's your cap? No cap, bruh. Brev.
I've got my cap on.
No cap, brev.
My cap's on.
No cap. I like your jacket.
Thank
Axel
you.
Arigato.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that hashtag gifted?
No, this was hashtag bought.
Oh, look at you. Pretending that you're one of the people actually buying clothes. Guys,
oh my
the amount
god!
of
Everything I wear's bought.
everything that you wear is spent and boring. Boo.
I've seen that
That's-
jumper
bitch, that's
76 times
I
on
was
this
actually
podcast
thinking,
alone.
I was actually thinking, I think I wore this in the last episode that we did in person. I thought that when I put it on, I thought, actually, don't give a shit. I'm good. How are you, King?
I'm freaking good. I'll be honest, I'm tired of hell.
Yeah, fair.
But outside of that, we're moving. Because realistically, yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing 2 dances this week. Sorry, yeah, we're already on to Strictly. Get
Are you
fucked.
on Strictly? What? No idea. I'm joking, carry on.
We're doing 2 dances this week. Both of them are just upbeat and high tempo and crazy.
Both of them? Is none of them like chill vibes?
No, hence both of them, yeah.
Oh, is that why you said both of them?
Yeah.
Both of these nuts. This episode is brought to you by Student Roost. What was your uni accommodation like then? Do you even remember?
Mine was good. I was a bit annoyed though because I was on the ground floor and I was just facing like the courtyard. So I just had a closed curtain all year because I didn't fancy people just seeing me with my
Ghoulies out.
my little ghoulies out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I have been on the top floor of both uni accommodations that I was in.
Oh,
and let me
sorry,
tell you,
Penthouse King.
that was honestly not much better.
Wouldn't you like to know a little something about Student Roost, Max? Let me
I
tell you a little
would.
something about Student Roost, Max, because like me, it's genius. It's sort of accommodation that gives you, I don't know, maybe a studio, perhaps a little ensuite vibe. Tell you what it won't give you, a landlord that ghosts you. That's not going to happen. But what it will give you is some warm tootsies, because you ain't freezing over winter, boy.
Honestly, there's nothing worse than sitting alone in your room with 3 coats on, freezing. I hated that at uni. Oh my God.
And the bills are included.
Oh, purr! So no arguments over who used more heating or left the lights on again. Oh! You even get social spaces, events, and people around you when you need them. It's like a proper little community and not just a lonely place that you live in. And I feel like when you're at uni, that's what you want. Honestly, it sounds too good to be true at this point. Should we just go back to uni and move in with Student Roost?
Maybe not. That would be slightly weird. But if you want to find a room that's right for you, not you, Max, I'm talking to them, go to studentroost.co.uk to find out more. Because I tell you what, on Student Roost, it's more than just a room.
What dances are you doing, George?
I'm doing the Charleston and the Samba.
So neither of them you've done so far.
No. Otherwise-
Charleston is the one that you've been looking forward to.
Yeah, boy.
Samba
Samba.
is what vibes is she giving?
She's Latin. She's got hips. She's going crazy. She wants the groove, Holmes. No, she the samba is notoriously known for being like one of the hardest dances.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's bad vibes.
But
And it's a big butt.
yeah, because I shake it. I actually do. I shake my butt in this routine.
Do you?
Big time.
Look forward to that, guys. That's one for
But it's hippie.
for the
I
ladies.
feel like I'm actually quite enjoying it as a dance.
That's good.
Yeah.
What day are we on now? Wednesday. Time
Wednesday.
of filming. So this is around the time of week when you start to understand what's going on a bit, innit?
Yeah.
And you like start to nail the routines a little bit.
Yeah, well, we're happy with where we at. I'll be honest, we were happy with where we at. The Charleston is the in-betweeners routine.
Oh, is it? Oh, how exciting!
Oh, fuck yeah!
And you're allowed to say that.
I'm allowed to
with
say
this
that.
Going out. Like,
sure. I mean,
before it.
the track "We No Speak Americano" has been released, and they know I'm doing a Charleston.
Iconic. So
And by the
exciting.
time this goes out, I think I'm doing It Takes Two tomorrow, and they've asked me to send a clip of. They've asked me to send one of my TikToks to them.
Of the in-betweeners times.
Yes.
Great times, guys. I
I'll never escape it.
We
ever.
were sat with Fleur East when we watched you at
Yeah.
Strictly. Icon, legend,
Oh yeah,
incredible woman.
Tina Turner.
Drinking lots of wine.
She
and having
played
a good
Tina
time.
Turner.
Yeah, she did.
Mm.
She did. She turned it as Tina.
She did.
I went to go and see you at Strictly.
You did. You were in the crowd. You made your television debut.
I did. I did. I've never been on television before. Big
Have you not? Have you been on the UK TV before?
Yes, George.
When?
I've done the news a few times. I've been on. I've been on Sky News. I've been on BBC News.
What the fuck?
Mostly
Are you a
criminal
news anchor?
cases.
What the f-
Criminal cases.
I'm
I've
making
got
my
a few
break.
aliases.
I'm on the fucking news.
Got a few aliases. What else have I done? Yeah. I think so. Yeah,
How have you forgotten what?
I have. I've done like, what have I done? I've never done like a show. Like I've never been part of a show, but I've done like, oh, we're cutting to Max and he's doing this. I've done like live TV before where I've been like on red carpets. I just can't really remember. Nothing like, I've never been on Strictly.
It sounds like bullshit, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like bullshit?
I promise I have. I mean, I've done so much. Yeah, UK TV. Yeah, can't remember what. Please comment
Bro was
below
on Dave
and prove me
Jarvu
wrong.
once.
Dave Jarvu.
Do you know, by the way, the best named
Harry
channel
Hill's
ever.
TV burp.
Oh my god.
That would be iconic to go on, personally. If someone wants to film a clip of me falling down the stairs.
I would love that. They need to do like a YouTube. People surely do a YouTube version.
But also,
of Harry
it's
Hill's
so
TV.
hard to like it seemed funny at the time. I don't know how funny it is now.
It's still just good.
I guess.
You're telling me Vagbo isn't funny?
Vagbo.
The combination of Susan Boyle and Wagner. Oh
don't
my
know
god, you don't know
what that
Vagbo?
I remember Susanal Bum Party. Susanal Bum Party is one of my favorite things. That's what I was on TV
It's
for.
sus anal bum party. But did you this whole time think it was Sue's? People were going, oh, it's
No,
like-
that's the whole joke. She
Yeah.
released an album.
yeah. The whole
Susan
joke being
Al-
that it's a
Susan
sus
album
anal
party.
sus
No, it wasn't.
suspect sus.
No, the entire joke was Susanal Bum Party. This was like 15 years ago before people said sus.
Things have always been sus. Oh, that was a bit sus.
No,
sus hasn't
no,
just
no,
come around
no.
since
Yes, it has.
Among Us.
Yes, it has.
Sus,
It was
sus wasn't created by Among Us. Am I going crazy right now? That
What
was
even is? I've never even played Among Us. I don't know. I was on the TV for Among Us as well. They asked me to report on Among Us. I did that.
Maisie, can I be a bastard and ask you to go and get my order? Sorry, the code's 25.
Wow.
you.
Keep this in, by the way. Keep this in. Him ordering my personal assistant around like he owns the
Their
guy.
name's Amina Parvin.
Oh my God. Their name's Among Us Max on TV 2012.
Anyway, I always read it as sus anal bum party, which is funny.
That's just not what it is, though. The hilarious thing around it was that it was Sue's anal bum party. But so context in case I've just realised if no one knows what we're talking about, we've been just saying Suze and Sustainable Bum Party like repeatedly
It's
to each
spelled
other.
S-U-S.
I know, George, but the whole joke was right. Anyway, so Susan, what's she called? Susan Boyle.
Yep.
Released an
Sumo.
album, like her second album or something, and it was when Twitter was like just becoming a thing. So they were like,
God,
let's
that was a
put
good
together.
time with Twitter, by the way.
That was a great
so much
time.
good shit happened
So
back
much
then.
good vibes. They released a hash.
Oh,
Sorry, I get really emotional.
they released a furball.
They released a hash. They released
a hash.
This is why I got fired from my job as a live TV anchor. By the way, I can't speak.
Live TV wanker. Nice, got him.
They released a hashtag for her album launch that was entitled Susan Album Party. So Susan Boyle Album Party.
Mm-hmm.
What they didn't consider is
You're
that
mansplaining so hard right now.
what they
by the
didn't
way.
consider. Susan will be answering your questions at her. Yeah, so the tweet read, Susan will be answering your questions at her exclusive album listening party on Saturday. Send in your questions. Hashtag Susanal Bum Party. But they thought it was Susan Album Party. And then
And then the joke was that everybody was like, "What sus anal bum party?" That's so funny.
no, they weren't. It was Susan.
Thank you. Amazing.
Susanal Bum Party. Are you eating live on the pod? Is this what's happening? I'm okay with that. I'll watch you eat. I'm being skinny legend now. You don't even want to know how much of a skinny legend I'm being currently.
Oh, you already watched me eat last Saturday.
You left several crumbs on that dance floor, so.
You did, fat bitch, in the front row eating
did.
pizza.
So I feel like I need to explain that. So I posted a clip of myself that was just, so I was just being silly, goofy, hey, I'm crazy, and laughing, goofing on the dance floor. And
Goofing on the dance floor.
so when I got to Strictly, you like queue up outside and you have to give away all your weapons and
Get
everything.
it, you're on Strictly.
You have to give up all your weapons. So I handed over my knives, guns, axe, nunchucks, and then
his
they let you
words,
in.
And his pen, because the pen is mightier than the sword.
Oh, that's so true. That's so true. And then I bumped into somebody who worked on a TV show that I shot. That
Bro still thinks he was on TV. That's crazy.
on a TV show that I worked on.
I was on TV. I was on TV.
A TV show that I worked on. And he was like,
was it Jon Snow from Channel 4 News?
no, it wasn't. And Jon Snow. Who's Jon Snow?
Jon
From
Snow
Game of Thrones.
No, from Channel 4 News. Hence Jon Snow from Channel 4 News.
Why do you know the name of someone on Channel 4
He's like
News?
one of the best. He's like one of the most well-known news anchors.
Yeah, well, I've never fucking heard of him, bro. So go
Yeah,
up, John.
because you ain't up to date with the news, boy. Ever since you got fired from your job at Channel 4 News,
That was the only way I got my fix.
You refuse to watch it now.
Out of protest. They may silence me, but I shall never stop talking.
It was one testicle.
So, oh my God, what was I saying? So I walk in, I see him, and he's like, oh my God, Max, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, this is a really long recording. Have you eaten? I was like, yeah, I've eaten, but I imagine I'll get hungry throughout like the 10 hours that I'm going to bloody be here.
knowing Max.
So then he was like, well, they have little snacks in the break, but I'll bring you a pizza. And I thought, he's not bringing me a pizza. He was just saying that, but thank you very much. So then I'm laughing, goofing about. I've already eaten a sausage roll that was offered to me in the break.
You're kidding me.
And then at the end, he comes in with a full pepperoni pizza. And I felt terrible because I had one slice and then the show started and I had to put it under. And the people behind
You
me.
put down a pizza.
I put it down
You put
underneath
it
my
under.
seat. Yeah.
You euthanized his pizza.
And then the people behind me were like audibly bitching about me because they were like, why has he got a whole pizza just to have one slice like everyone's? So they were verbally like going, oh God, I would love to have had a pizza slice offered to me, God. And then the people next to them were like, yeah, I'd love some Domino's pizza too. And I was like, guys, we've started recording. I can't just whip out a giant box. Like if that's what, can you imagine?
It's not Naked Attraction.
That's what got me banned from my job at Channel 4 News. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole again.
Don't call it
Emphasis
that,
on
Max.
hole.
I've told you not call it that. Going at it like rabbits.
So that's the story of how I randomly got got given a pizza and then didn't eat any of it, and I felt terrible about it.
You know, I've built up a serious rep at Strictly, yeah, and you've come in and you've just you've made me feel like a twat.
They were like, "Who's that man in the front row having his Dolmio day? Could he have picked a different day?"
Which is not even close to being funny.
Oh my god!
It's Domino's that you got as well.
Dolmio day. George, when is your Dolmio day? Like, when actually is it? I've always stuck to Thursday, but recently I've strayed to a Weds.
It's clips like this that get taken out of context and people say podcast equipment should have licenses.
Good on them. They're right. So I went to watch you in Strictly. That was really fun. You did really well.
Thank you.
Was shook.
What was it like seeing it in person?
I was shook the house down boots at your score, not gonna lie.
What do you mean? So I didn't deserve it.
Yeah, you didn't deserve it. Thought that they overscored massively. No, I thought that it was incredible. I thought it was your best dance yet. And the fact that frigging not Soldier Boy, what's it called?
Right? For the audio listeners, Max just gave himself fellatio.
My throat like spasmed there. I don't know what happened. My throat like spasmed.
I told you shouldn't be doing a podcast in the bar.
What was it called? Soldier Boy. When you were in Game of Thrones. What was that song?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god, why can I not remember? It's like my favorite. Golden, we are hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes, why could I not remember the name of that then? That freaked me out. Soldier Boy, Game of Thrones.
How the fuck have you said Soldier Boy and Game of Thrones before K-pop Demon Hunters?
I don't know. I thought that the band was called Soldier Boys or something.
Soldier Boys.
Right, so that's what my brain did then. Okay, we understand it now. When you were a Sanja Boy,
that's
you got
actually
given...
the sequel. You leaked it earlier. Soldier Boy and the K-pop Demon Hunters.
You got a higher score for that than you did bloody Phantom of the Opera. Sorry. Unbelievable.
By the way, factually incorrect.
Is it?
I got a higher score for Phantom of the
Did
Opera.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Glad I'm keeping on my toes.
That's just factually incorrect.
Well, then I'm glad the judges are clearly doing their job correctly then. No, but it was really interesting because I've seen it live before in Blackpool, which is obviously a much bigger place. The studio is quite small. Like the dance floor itself looks so much bigger on TV than it does.
I thought that
in
when I
real
first saw
life.
the studio, I was like, "Oh, this is shit."
Oh, it's not
No, I
shit.
didn't. It's
It's just smaller.
you're just like, "Oh,
Mm.
oh, this is what it is. Oh, we'll be chilling."
Because even they have little tiny TVs like up in the rafters so that you can watch what it would look like on the camera. And I'd look up there occasionally and I'd be like, it looks like two different rooms to what I'm seeing. And it is also very interesting how good the judges are at their job, considering that from where they're sat, they physically have to like move out the way and like look around at everything, because when you're watching it on TV,
what you don't see is you only see when the judges sit back in their seats.
yeah, so they're
actually on the floor doing laps of us.
they're
the whole
doing
time.
so much exercise. Shirley was doing cartwheels. I was like, calm down, love. Like,
You know that meme of the black lady that's like,
no, but can you do that again?
when she's looking down at that.
Not
Have you
really.
not seen that?
No.
Oh,
I
someone's
probably
gotta know
have,
this
but I don't quite know what you're
I was going to say
referencing.
that's what Craig's does the whole dance.
No, but it is. It's like on TV, you see every
This
bit of
one,
it.
you have seen it.
Oh, I have seen that. I
Yeah.
have seen that. That's
There we
brilliant.
go. You can also see my my search is black lady hands on knees. meme.
I mean, it got you where you needed to go.
Yeah. That's Craig the whole dance
It
to see
is.
if you step a foot wrong.
But yeah, no, it was really fun, really entertaining. Everybody loved there was one moment when Tess was doing a piece to camera.
Get there, make it about you.
Sorry, I'm going to talk about myself.
Dude,
What else was I supposed to do?
the studio was great. And the judges do a great job. Everybody loved my man.
Is that what I just said? Oh, good for
There was
me.
no segue into that.
Well,
Sorry, audio listeners, I'm having food.
I was Tess was doing a piece to camera and I could see the camera from where I was sitting, like what was being shown,
Of
and I
course you can.
saw myself just slotted in at the end. And there's the moment where you see me realize I'm on camera and I start mewing down the camera. People like that. That was very fun. I didn't think that they'd actually put it in because I thought...
It's a live TV show.
I know, but I thought they
What do you mean
might
didn't put it
see
in?
me and crop me out a little bit. I don't
How?
know.
It's live.
Like a quick crop zoom sort of vibe. Put it in CapCut quickly and just send it off. So yeah,
You thought they were going to do a dolly zoom into Tess's face.
Yeah.
Camera nerds will like that one.
Dolly zoom. What, Parton?
Way!
Get fucked, bro.
It's where you move the camera closer to them as you zoom out.
Oh, so it looks like...
So there, in the middle of the shot, they look just as close as they did originally, but the depth of field behind them looks really cool. It's actually a really cool shot.
Oh my God, sorry, I just fell asleep because that was so fucking boring.
Oh, let's get back to the fact that Max sat on the front row.
Yes, thank you. So I sat on the front row and I smiled, I clapped. There was actually, whilst I was watching your dance, I cried. Whilst I was watching Balvinder's dance, I cried, but they didn't. I cried, George. Your dance, just watching you.
Pussy?
It was the bit where the fire went off. That got me.
Well,
that
happened throughout the dance.
Oh, did it? Well, that's when I started crying. It was very quick.
A lady lit some fire at the very start.
It was very, very
A lovely lady named Rachel, by the way, who in the rehearsal run, it's
set
not
herself
funny.
On fire.
She has to light one of the little tiki torches, then gets to the end of the bridge, and there's not steps the other side, but she was rushed for time, so lit the torch. And then I was like in my little zone. And then I hear like, and I hear someone go, "You right, Rach?" And she's just stacked it off the side of the bridge. She's fine now though. She's all right.
Big up, Rach.
Yeah, big up,
You're
Rach.
a trooper, Rach. Love you, babe. Catch you after the show next week. We like to light fires together. Anyway, enough about me. So
What the fuck are you talking about?
So, really enjoyed it. Cried. Balvinder. Oh, what a woman.
What an absolute trooper that woman is, by the way.
Icon, legend. Like, I felt... Do you know when it just feels like the universe is good? And you're like, I have faith in humanity. I feel very positive. That's how I felt watching her get through. I literally was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm watching the end of a movie now where like all the hard work pays off and you see someone's resilience not let them back down, and then they see the fruits of their labor. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this woman.
It wasn't even like it was just hard carried by story or anything. It was genuinely unbelievably good dance.
Oh my God, it was so good. Honestly, the room.
It meant so much to her as well.
You can tell.
She was so happy after the show.
Yeah, as she should be. Literally, the room erupted when she finished her dance. Like, in the middle of it, I think people had already started standing up and giving her a standing ovation. Like, it was so perfect, beautiful, and just incredible to see. And, like, seeing her emotion on and off camera as well. Like, she was so in it. And I just think, oh, what a lovely woman.
She saw the clip of you last week saying, if you don't win, George, Balvinder to win. She's got
really. Oh wait, yeah, Julian said.
Yeah, and she was like, I love him.
Oh, Balvinder, come on, babe. What am I doing? So like, don't Google me because you'll see why I got sacked from Channel 4 News. So we don't want to go down that route. But I'm a nice person, and maybe we should go for tea sometime.
What?
I would like that.
Oh, she does like tea and afternoon tea. Tea and afternoon tea.
Brilliant. Okay. We can do both. We'll do morning tea and afternoon. Okay. I think that she's an icon. And yeah, if you don't win, I want her to win. 100%. That's my queen. Oh, big up Balvinder.
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that Lewis went home? Gag of the season, quite frankly. When I learned that Amber and Lewis were in the final, my heart broke for him because...
The dance off.
Yes, that's what I mean. Sorry. The final two. Bottom two. Ooh, quite the opposite. Bless. I was like, shit, this is like the first week that he just got red for his dance not being that good, basically. Like that.
How do you think I felt? I was right in between them.
Oh, George, I literally thought I was going to throw up. When it was the bottom three, like, obviously it's not technically bottom three, but like in that moment, it feels like, oh my gosh, who's going to go out of these three? My heart was pounding. I kept looking over at your family and like I was nearly in tears. I felt like I was going to throw up. Obviously, I just swallowed that big pizza slice as well, which wasn't doing me any favors. So I was just like, this is awful.
I
And
can
then
imagine that must have been a really nerve-wracking moment for you.
for me, yeah, who gives a fuck about you? Oh my God. I actually feel quite pissed off that we all chose for this to be the week that I come, and then you decide to be put in that bottom 3. Like, did you have no consideration for how I would feel?
No, don't worry. It's been that way since the week before Blackpool. I've not had a celebration yet. It was Rumba week. I was in the final 4, and then Blackpool. Everybody got through, so there was no thing. Week after, I was in the final 4. Week after that, I was, and then this week. Is that how it works?
I have no idea.
Who am I asking? It's the man upstairs.
I think so.
Wait, so
Excuse
it was quick step after Blackpool, actually. So okay, no, maybe
Well,
it was
slow step, bruv.
that's good stuff. That is. I think. Yeah, so it's been sort of 3 or 4 weeks since we've had our name read out.
Jeez, they're just edging you under the table. Why are they edging you for?
God
What
knows.
Is this strictly?
It's in no particular order, so it's just randomized. But
Yeah, so then why are they picking you each week?
what's racking random, isn't it?
Yeah, that is mad. I said to you as soon as it all ended, Yaz came over. I said, "Fuck me, love. How you been doing this every week? This is horrible." I was literally like, "That was horrible." I said to you, "How do you sleep the night before?" That was the most nerve-wracking thing I'd experienced
It's
in
disgusting.
ages.
It's horrible. Even if you do get through, it's still horrible because there's 2 people who are just enjoying dancing, and it's like you're in the exact same position as them, basically, but they're doing a dance off.
Oh, honestly, it makes me sick. What I've learned about myself, though, is that I am a sucker for like TV production. Every show that I've been in, I completely fall for like, oh, we're trying to make you feel anxious now. I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst I've ever felt in my entire life. Like, what's happening? Like, I fall for the vibes and the noises that they literally, that heartbeat that you hear on TV, they play that in real life.
Oh yeah,
My
But
heart was going
in my head.
boom, boom.
In my head, I was like, I have an inkling. I have in my head, I was like, I have a thought / feeling that Bal's going to get voted through here because her dance was incredible. And it was such a lovely, powerful sort of thing. I was like, I think the public are going to get behind her this week. And I was like, if they do get behind her, I think it's much more impactful if she's the first name that's read. Because everybody at this point thinks that she's just on for a 6-kill streak,
Unbeatable.
you know. But
Yeah.
so I
What
was
did
like,
you say last time? She's going for the airstrike.
yeah, she's off for
dogs.
she's on the way to attack Chopper, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, so I think she may get said first because I was like, they say that, then everyone goes, oh, but she's always in the dance off. What now? And then it was like free for all. I've not got a clue what's going on here.
And then Kaz is through, who was the bottom of the leaderboard. It was like shock, shit. And that
but then I was like in my head, I was like, if I was a producer and Kaz is through and she's bottom of the leaderboard, I put her through again. And then it's like, boom, what happens now?
Yeah.
But I'm also like, oh, you could also just leave it in. And then it's like, Kaz, she's one of the favorites. Does she go? Do you know what? Being a producer would be so much more fun than having to stand there and be produced.
Oh my God. The amount of times that I would think this, I was like I was literally in a fucking jungle and there was a room of people deciding like, should we not give them food today? Like, that's so fun.
But
well,
I'm like, do you know what? I was like, oh, fuck it. Like, good on you. That was nice
They're
work.
very clever. You realize, like, if you've ever been to either a live taping of a show or you know someone that works in the TV world, the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes to make you feel the emotions that you feel when you watch it is crazy. Not to mention, when it's a live show, the amount of preparation and rehearsals and blocking.
We do a full run-through dress rehearsal, like go up to Claudia Zero, do the questions, do a bit of test, have fake stand-in judges.
Because if anything went wrong, like you even saw it, there was a moment like 2-3 weeks ago or something where Tess's auto cue clearly didn't come on and she was sat next to Ashley Roberts from Pussycat Dolls and she was like in the audience and she improvised perfectly. She was just like, ha ha ha, yes. Oh, okay. Something like that, like stalled for time.
Yeah.
But all the comments were like, what on earth is going on? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, even the slightest thing that was handled so professionally, imagine if something actually went wrong and like that time when like Lavoie was doing a dance and like the thing malfunctioned or something.
Yeah, her first dance, she was meant to come down on a pony.
Yeah, and it just didn't happen, didn't it?
Yeah, it just malfunctioned. It worked fine before.
Mental. So you've just got to adapt and survive. It is a real
Yeah.
important and powerful job, I think, to be
Yeah,
involved
I think
in
it's
TV.
also, by the way, a good time to note, now that we've mentioned the sort of dance-off thing, it's a good time to note that...
You bribed the production. Is that what you're
Exactly.
going to say?
No, that there's... I've never been on Strictly Talk or Strictly Twitter or anything before this season. I feel like that's probably fair enough. But seeing how people react and think like something's rigged, or like
Did they really?
start sort of sending hate to other people one way, because obviously Lewis is an incredible dancer.
Yeah.
Every single dance each week was absolutely mind-blowing. This week was an off week.
And even then, his off week was like most people's best week.
Exactly, yeah.
But in person, he was incredible.
Yeah, but obviously that meant that the leaderboard was clogged in the way that it works, meaning it's done on ranking, and if there's a tie, all those people get the same points.
Yeah.
So Kaz, instead of if we all got different scoring, it would have been 5, 4, 3, 2.
She would have had
and
significantly
Kaz gets 1
less.
point.
Yeah.
But she then gets 3 points because we've all got 4.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't that much of a disadvantage.
So it really makes it up to the public. And I think Amber's received a lot of hate off the back of things as well. And I think it's like, you can have your opinions on what people do for a living or what they've done in the past and everything. And that's, neither here nor there in my opinion. I think the main point to make is everybody's been asked to do the same show.
Yeah.
And if you were in their position and it was such a big show like Strictly, you wouldn't sort of be like, no, I'm going to give it a miss this year because, it's like you would take it.
Yeah.
You'd take it with both hands and you'd love it.
Especially if you work in that sort of performance field, I imagine Strictly would be a dream show that you probably grew up watching, would love to be on. So in what world would anybody turn that down?
Yeah, so I think it's just a case of, it's a dance competition, yes, but the fact there's a public vote automatically means that it's also down to you. And people being like, oh, the public vote shouldn't be the way it is. It should just be a dance competition. Bottom of the leaderboard goes. So, okay, yeah, I appreciate that. But the reason they've got it being celebs in the first place is because they're the draw for people coming in. And the public will only continue watching if the people they want to see are still there.
Go to a dance competition.
Yeah, so...
Go to Abbey Lee Dance Company.
It's just unfortunate, and there's been shocks in the past. This one, obviously, a big shock. But I think to take it out on other people, and this isn't even me trying to sort of defend myself. I've seen the tweets. I don't really care. I live on the internet.
Grow
I know
up, losers.
No, but I live on the internet. I know what people are like, and it's I can deal with it. So don't worry about that if you're worried about that. But I think just to send people hate for absolutely no reason is just insane. And produced an unbelievable dance.
Unreal, guys.
Ended up having to do it again in a dance-off.
Oh my
produced
God.
it, if anything, better.
Yeah.
And is then getting hate off. I think it's just
That's
a
crazy.
bit unnecessary.
Firstly, as someone who was literally there, my mouth was agape for both Lewis's and Amber's dances. To me, they were some of the most incredible things I'd ever seen in my entire life. Like Lewis doing all those spins one after another. I was like, oh my Christ, this man was like born to do this. Same for Amber. And not to mention that the show is literally all about positivity.
Yeah.
I don't think there's even the part that is like the negative part when Craig gives his little things, it's all in jest. Everybody gets along behind the scenes. Everybody laughs about it, jokes about it. I think it's so wild that you would derive something negative from watching such a positive show.
I think I do get it because it is a dance show and the dance has to take into account. But I don't think there's been any injustice in terms of people not being able to dance. Still, there's everyone's dancing and improving. The score tallies you can see in that, you can see in the dance.
If you look at Amber week 1 to now, she's massively improved.
I think it's a dance show, yes, but you've got to take that with a bit of a pinch of salt because it's also a Saturday night entertainment program, which I do like. But yeah, what I was going to say is I do get why people get opinionated. It's literally a show where you spend a week in order to someone to judge something, and if you don't agree with the way they've judged something, you'll say something else. But I think the bit that I've taken away from it is there's definitely ways to go about it, and I think there's been a few things that have been said about Amber, about Kaz, about Bao.
Well.
Like, I mean, all of us,
just about everyone.
All of us get it, but it's like, I think I've seen a lot of people say that specifically on Twitter and TikTok this year, it's been an influx in like people just unnecessarily being like mean. Sure, like realistically, say I'm a shit dancer, I don't really care.
That's just me, by the way,
But-
me saying that.
But like to make it personal and stuff is just weird.
It's so weird. Like you say, this show, being there in the room, watching it on TV, how you can leave that experience when the credits start rolling and not just feel positive is
Yeah.
beyond me.
Because
It's-
also, like at the end of the day, it's the dance off is almost entirely down to the public. So if you're unhappy with who's in it, then all you can do is vote. And I know then people are going to be like, oh, but it's unfair because people have got these fans, these fan bases. All you can do is vote. Unfortunately, that's just like the way it is. And like,
I used to watch X Factor when I was younger, and I'd be like,
who was it?
oh my
James
gosh.
Arthur and somebody was in a
Yes.
freaking sing-off.
Yes.
Who was it? James Arthur and
Ella
someone.
Henderson.
Ella Hen.
Mind blown. Do you not think I was sat there like, oh my God, my queen, Ella Henderson, how on earth can she be going home at like the quarterfinal? What is going wrong? Did I then hop onto the World Wide Web and start telling these people to unalive themselves? No, I did not. Okay. And I was maybe 9 years old. So grow up, quite frankly.
What I will say is I'm not going to sit on my like high horse here and be like, I'm the staple of all humanity. I get if someone's your cup of tea, if someone's not your cup of tea.
You send hate comments to people all the time.
I think if you're like, oh, that was a overmarked, that was undermarked, but fair enough. But I think that base level stuff, that's natural. It's a competition about judging people. It's the point where you don't judge the dance, is where you start judging the person,
people.
and you're like, she's a bitch, he's a twat. You're not.
Also, how can you even tell if somebody was a bitch?
God knows.
Say if you thought someone was a bitch, how are you telling that from Strictly?
Also,
It's a 3-minute VT about them like going for afternoon tea with their ground and talking about dancing and then watching them dance. Like, what are you talking about? Strange.
load of nonsense. But anyway, that's my 2 pence. So there you go, Daily Mail. You can pop that in.
Get lost, Daily, and your mail.
But
They got you this week
They got me. Oh Christ!
They got you?
What did they? I don't know. What did they say
about your curse.
about
Oh,
my
yeah.
curse? What did they say? What about me being cursed? Going to
no, because you said on the podcast about
me being
you
cursed.
being like the prophecy.
George, the fear that I had going into that, you have no idea.
Yeah, you had the prophecy, and then on your TikTok you said about the curse, and they picked that up and they went, "Oh, I guess this must be true then."
What, they said that I'm cursed?
Yeah, like
How dare you? Say it to my face, Daily Mail. How about that, love? Next time. Clearly, I'm not a bloody curse. Look who's in the, what is it, semi-final? Quarter-final?
Heck yeah.
Semi-final. Which one's next?
Semi.
Look who's got a semi on now.
heck yeah.
George Clarke, thanks to me.
I'd also like to say as well,
So
by the way,
eat that, Daily Mail. Put that as a headline. George Clarke now has a semi because of Max Balegde. Does that sound like a curse to you?
I'd also like to say, by the way, I do see all of the knives comments and everything. I do really appreciate
The
everybody.
nice comments.
Yeah, all the comments about knives, all the nice comments.
Oh.
I
thought you said nice.
it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah.
And if anyone's worried, I don't let it get to me. As I say, I live on the internet. It's absolutely fine.
He lives there, bruv. Nice try,
It's
babe.
just more Amber had to like reply to comments and like sort of
That's
defending
awful.
herself.
And she was literally, I cannot believe how incredible she was. Like, why on earth would they not put her on a show like this? The amount
Yeah.
of entertainment that she's bringing just by providing some of the best dances the show has ever seen. Like, what more do you want in watching Strictly Come Dancing? Anyway, positive vibes all around. Zero curse here, baby. So I saw your parents and I could barely even speak to them beforehand because I was so scared that I was a curse. I was literally
What?
like, I said, because your dad made...
You went to this Elstree Studios with the biggest case of main character syndrome I think anyone would have ever gone who's not
I mean,
dancing.
that checks out. No, one of the first things that your dad said to me, I saw him in the queue and I was like, oh, and he was like, I said like, oh, nice to see you both. And I had to go to the back of the queue, so I couldn't really speak to them much. And I was like, oh yeah, this is my first time. And he said something like, oh, so if it goes wrong, then it'll be your fault. And I was like, oh, don't joke. Don't joke about that. And then I had to go to the back. And then I was just at the back of the queue with Andrew going, oh, but do you think that maybe I am bad luck?
But
Like, do you think...
my dad and my mum, that's a weird way to say it, my mum and my dad. That doesn't make sense, actually, thinking about it. Let's
Just
change.
say whichever way you want, George.
Because usually when you list
Mum
things,
and
you
dad.
go in alphabetical order. That's how it works.
Mum
But-
and dad.
But dad and
and
mum
mum.
sounds so strange.
I think it's
Can we talk
more-
about this?
Yeah, I think it's more.
Is this allowed? Will they cancel us?
I think it's because mum and it rolls off. Mum and dad. Dad and mum. Not as good. Dad and mum actually rolls off, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't know, George. I don't know.
Anyway,
know.
the first night they came was Harry Styles Jive night, and that was the only time I've ever been bottom of the leaderboard.
So they're the curse.
Well, no, because
Right about that, Daily Mail.
I was the phantom.
Cursed family.
I was bloomin' phantom.
Ah, yeah. So you.
Did you see me try? I have to get into the zone for that, by the way, at the start of the dance.
Yes, I did. It was. It scared me a little bit. It did scare me.
I
felt
am
scared.
like usually I go in. I was sort of like watching the VT a little bit, and I'm like, right, let's do this. Game face on. Let's go. But to sort of be like a phantom-y, boom, boom, boom. I was like, I'm gonna have to go to a different mode here.
I saw you. You
So
were,
much for- I did the same thing I did before the Paso, which was because I was like, I need to be angry off the bat here, and I can't just get sort of chill and then go. So I literally just went.
I saw it. I was literally like, "Is this what he does before
I
all
know.
the dances?
I
This
was
is very intense."
It was a weird little domain, but
Also, I realized that every time I saw you throughout the night, for whatever reason, I just kept going. And I don't know why. And I reflected on it afterwards. I was like, I didn't need to keep putting my thumb up. Every time I just go. Oh, great times.
what
I
else?
can't believe my night was such a
Watched the
success.
Strictly the Christmas version last night.
Oh, yeah.
It was pre-record.
what?
Pre-record because they pre-record it, obviously.
Last night.
Yeah.
I thought that was when I was there.
Yesterday was Tuesday.
But they did some on the Sunday, on the Saturday.
I know that was a group number.
But that was for the Christmas thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about. Oh, so they did more of it. Oh, they
Yeah.
did the whole show.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was training at Elstree, so I was like, oh, sure, I'll just stick around and watch it. Very fun. It's not so much more fun. It's just nice. It's a nice change to not have any worry in the world and just watch it.
Yeah.
and
that
and
makes
then
sense.
also like know something about it. Because before as most people are at home, they're like, call that a jive. And you're like, I don't know why, but it was shit. But like now looking at it, it's like, oh, okay, I kind of
You
get the bits that
understand.
make.
Can I give you my prediction for who's going to win it? Do you know who's won it then?
Well, yeah, I
Oh,
watched
right, okay,
I
then
watched the
don't
show.
react. My prediction for who's going to win it, Scarlett Moffat, because she's iconic. And she's actually got...
She's lovely, by the way, Scarlett.
She's iconic. She's like one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
She's so nice. They had to refilm the thing that they were doing on Saturday night like 26 times because that's just what they do, obviously.
Yeah.
And her bit at the beginning was just walking. She just had to walk off, and she kept like making eye contact with me and laughing. And she's just an icon. What a star!
But
I
yeah,
reckon she's gonna win it. She's a slay.
I was unintended Christmas episode. I was
Channel 4,
I was
bring me
up-
back.
I was up next to Claudia's area, just because that's where all the pros were. So I was
The
like,
Claude Bungalow. You mean?
nice, yeah. And so, but I wasn't allowed to be on camera because
The
it
face.
was just the pros.
Ah.
But I think I accidentally was quite obviously on camera at one point.
Really?
It panned to the top level of people clapping. And I sort of, we were all clapping, and then I was like, oh, I wonder if they've panned the camera over here. And I turn around, I'm looking right down the barrel of the camera, and I go, and then I look up to see if it was on, and I could just see my shoulder. So unless they've cut around it, I may well be in the Christmas episode.
Oh, iconic. Look out for George, guys. We ended up at one point when Fleur and her friend got up to go to like chill in the break. They let this older couple from the balcony come down, and they were from Lancashire, like me. Big up Lancashire. And they'd entered the ballot to come to Strictly every year for over 20 years. And this was the first time
It's
that
wild.
they got in it.
Some people get it like 3 years in a row. Some people
Yeah.
just never get
Oh
it.
my
It's
gosh, I
wild
felt
how it
so
works.
happy for them that they were on the front row. I was chatting away with them. They were so lovely. And they get you to do obviously the bits where like, guys, we want a shot of you applauding now. We want a shot of you standing up and applauding, blah, blah, blah. And the guy, like her husband who was with us, took it so seriously. They were like, we need a shot of you laughing. And he'd be like, like smacking his wife. I was like, he's gunning to be in that Christmas special.
He's right
and
there.
Good on him.
And
He
you'll
best
be,
blooming
you'll
have
be
been.
next to him.
Yeah, I'll be pouting. No, but what a fun time. I can't, screw anybody giving hate, first of all. This is a positive show. Take that feeling that you feel of like, if you're mad that maybe your fave went home or something like that, or you're mad that somebody's getting through that you feel shouldn't, and redirect that energy into uplifting somebody that you support. Like,
Nah, redirect it into a group chat. Realistically, no one's redirecting hateful energy into support. Just don't put it on the internet.
I do it
put
all the time
Put it in a
to
freaking
you.
group chat. No one cares if it's in a group chat.
that's true.
Just message your mates like, that George Clarke's a twat, isn't he?
That is true. That is
And
true.
then it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah. Add me to that group chat, actually, if you're calling him a twat. I've got a lot to say.
Group
A
twat.
lot to say. What else is going on in the world? Do you want to ask me what I've been doing?
Speaking of TV shows,
Go on.
I'm a Celeb has finished.
Oh, yeah, it has.
Angry
Ginge won.
freaking Ginge. Morgan
He won.
Birtwistle.
Is that his name?
Have you ever met Ginge?
No, I don't think so.
Lovely boy.
Yeah, I've heard he's really nice.
Thoroughly deserved. And do you know what? Fucking yes.
Fucking yes.
Fucking get in.
Do you know what? I feel like his victory or him just being on the show is just further proof that, like, if you give content creators a chance, we're going to win shit. But like,
No,
people think that, like, I have conversations all the time with people that genuinely still believe that, like, content creators are like, selfie, guys, get in my boomerang, woo. And there's so many content creators out there that are the exact opposite of that have really compelling personalities, really compelling life stories to share.
Those are the people these days that have the biggest fan bases, are the ones that have something to provide. And I think, and look, again, I'm not going to sort of be like, you're wrong for thinking that content creation's incorrect, because the people of that age group who would be thinking those things will just think exactly what you're saying, that you're just posting something. But yeah, unless you get the opportunity in a show like I'm a Celeb where you can see Ginger's personality and the fact that he can make content and is just a nice guy, then people sort of go like, do you know what, actually? Like, because beforehand, he had it worse off than I would have done, because he went into not only it being a public sort of new forum, but also he wasn't under the name, to be fair, even if he was under the name Morgan Birtwistle, he probably would have got bullied for that. But if he's not under just his name, he's called Angry Ginge, which I'm sure the pensioners would have looked at and been like, you're kidding me. There's no way that his first name is Angry and his last name is Ginge. There's not a fucking chance.
Yeah.
Get him off the show and get on, I don't know, the 18th member of Blue.
In it, oh my God. Do you know what gags me about, like, these sorts of things is I know someone that was in the running for being on I'm a Celeb this last year, and I'm pretty certain that it was between them and Angry Ginge, and this person's a content creator as well. And knowing that it was between them and Angry Ginge makes the least sense in the world to me, because they could not be more different people. Yes, they're both content creators. Yeah. That means in no way, shape, or form that they would deliver the same thing if they went onto the show.
It is like, similar
content creation is the new form of, like, celebrity. I think
it's just a new platform. Yeah. So whereas you'd get a presenter and then maybe, I don't know, a gladiator and something from TV.
All right, yeah.
On the flip side, content creation isn't just like, oh, they're a news anchor, they're a content creator. No, they make this on, like, for example, on Inside, Dylan Page. He was a news presenter. If you put him up next to me, granted, we're good mates, I love him.
Completely different.
We make completely different styles of content. Yeah. We're very different people.
It's like saying that just because two people are on TV, that they fill the same category. That makes no sense whatsoever, because there's so many types of TV show, so many types of ways to consume TV. Like, social media is not just a blanket thing. A Twitch streamer is so much different to someone who does Instagram content or TikTok content. Like, I feel like we're making our way in the right direction. Like, even the conversations I'm having now for, like, work in the new year, a lot of it is more like these companies that have focused on traditional media for so long, realizing now that this is becoming the mainstream media. Like people, when I worked with Netflix, they told me that their biggest competitor is YouTube.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. You would never even think that that would be the case. But they said that they sit and like pitch show ideas based off of YouTube shows
Well, yeah,
and
that's why they
compare them
picked
to
up.
YouTube shows.
That's why they picked up
Of
Inside.
course.
That's why
And
they
when
pick
they
up all
did
sorts of
do
things.
Inside, I spoke with one of the people that I think commissioned it. And she said that they first like said that they were going to pick up Inside and it was going to be this Netflix show, blah, blah, blah. And a bunch of people were like, right, let's do this. We'll change it so much from the first season. And then they sat back and they were like, well, actually, the first season worked. And
Yeah.
if we did Netflixify it and have like HD cameras, slow-mo shots everywhere, then it would be changing the essence of the show. So let's
Yeah.
just give them the thing. And then I think that they just added Netflixy stuff with like
Yeah.
the intro and
I'm-
the stuff like
So
that.
to say, I'm telling you for a fact that if I had to redo my walk in and do slow mo and stuff,
Yeah.
now knowing that that is how TV works, I would have gone absolutely insane in that house, not having contact with anybody, and just be going, right, can we get that again in slow mo? Right, we're gonna do a tight. Right, can we do that again? No speaking this time. I'll be like, I've already
This
not
triggers me.
eaten in 6 days, and this gentleman here has just spent 60 grand on a packet of parsnips. He doesn't even like parsnips.
Yeah, it's a lot. But no, it's very
It's nice. I think
exciting.
I think
It's exciting
It's
times.
not because it's not a case of mainstream versus socials. It's
No.
literally just like it's nice to get a bit of recognition, and it's nice to see that people are getting behind them because we've had people in the past like go on shows, but I think only until recently, outside of Joe, I don't know if anyone's really outside of Joe. Then I think only up until recently when Grace went on, she was well sort of she had
Received.
a well received, and then Ginger as well. I think people are enjoying it and they're more open to it.
And the UK is behind like the US, for example. All the conversations I have in America, like, what do you mean that they wouldn't cast more than one content creator on a thing? You know, like even this
Yeah.
this season of Dancing with the Stars, like 4 people were known from social media. And that's just normal now because that is how you find out about people.
But it's interesting though. I do understand because there is a current audience that needs to be catered for.
I think that,
But
but
then
they like
you've
us.
also I know, but you've also got to remember they need people that they know beforehand. So like, say your nan wouldn't be watching if it was just a bunch of content creators
No,
to
of
get
course
to know.
not. And
But,
nobody would ever
like,
expect that.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying like it must be difficult to try and cater for their current audience
But
whilst
that
also
is the
being like, guys,
reason-
check these guys
But
out.
that's the reason why young people don't watch those shows, because it is all
Yeah, exactly,
people
that's what I
from
was
this,
gonna say,
people
yeah.
from that, people from this that only like, you know, people ages 30 and up actually know. So they're losing that demographic.
Yeah, either cater for you can. I feel like it's just a balancing act of catering for the current audience and bringing in
Slade.
a new one.
Indeed.
Which I feel like
I feel like it's happening.
because a lot of people are saying, well, not a lot of people, just some people on Twitter, I guess, are saying like, oh, but these ones won't even carry on watching the show, and it's like, well, number
don't know that.
one, a lot of them actually were watching and have been watching since like Joe or even before then. But also, a lot of people are just finding out this is actually a really good show. They've maybe come for me, but they've found Bal's lovely or Kaz is lovely or whatever it is.
The judges.
And like they're like, do you know what? This is quite a cool concept. I quite like this.
Also, yeah, they might be a fan of you and watch it for you this year. That doesn't mean that you can't get another social media person or a couple next year and then they'll also watch for them. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's a thing that I think is constantly evolving. And I was saying literally today, it feels very exciting to be unintentionally in a job that is becoming more and more mainstream and like opening more and more doors. Yeah, very exciting times. To think, George, we were just posting silly little videos in our bedroom. Do you remember those days? Silly little videos, getting drunk at little events, and now you're in the semi-final of Strictly. Probs in the final, speaking it into
I don't know,
existence.
man.
Well, if I've got anything to do with it, you won't be making it. But
Well, I
that's
wonder
neither
if-
here nor there.
She's not sent it. I'm going to ask Alexis to send the video of our Charleston from today and see what
Right.
they would
Oh,
think.
I have a video to question you on.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this on my TikTok For You page and I was really confused because can you tell me what this is?
That's the rehearsal for the instant dance.
Oh.
So everybody did it to their week 8 song.
Week
and
A?
week 8 song.
Oh, right.
and that time they allowed us to use props, and then they said afterwards, because everyone went ham on the props, no. I don't know if you can see, I had a really cropped waistcoat thing, trousers that didn't match. I had a little cap on.
No cap.
Where I was just going around going, "Hey, princess," to everyone. I had a cane. I had gloves that went up to like halfway up my arm. It
would have gone full way on a normal person, but your arms are so big, barely even reach the elbow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Your elbows
I saw it and I was
are-
like, I didn't know if it was AI at first. I was like, what is this that I'm looking at?
Yeah, it's just a really, really strange bit of rehearsal. But it's also, they released the BTS on TikTok and Reels. I don't know where the others, it must be on It Takes Two or something from tonight. Just some really weird rogue footage they've just thrown in.
And I can't finish this episode without giving a shout out to Alexis, who I think is one of my favorite people in the entire world. Her energy that she gives off, I fear I'm rooting for her more than I'm rooting for you now at this point. I think she is just such a lovely lady and is brilliant at what she does. Getting to watch her dance live as well.
She's incredible, right?
So amazing. And like the way that she keeps composure in times where like, you know, anybody would be panicking, and she's just so lovely. And yeah, I'm really happy that you got partnered with her.
No,
I
I
think
know.
that you've literally like won the lottery there.
I think it's very easy to, I mean, at the start of the process, I was like, oh, I hope my dancer's a good teacher, or like, I hope they're just good at dancing. But like,
and she's shit, but you've seen through that, and
but
that's
like
lovely.
off the bat, you're like, okay, she's obviously incredible at dancing because she is insane. Like she can, I think her background of dancing is more extensive than just ballroom and Latin. She's got other
100%.
styles that really help learning and sort of implementing into.
She choreographed the In-Betweeners dance, didn't she? Which is really going to help this week.
Well, yeah, exactly. She was on the original film. No,
She actually played Neil's dad. Not many people know that, but she was a stunt double for Neil's dad.
Yeah, that's Neil's dad now. Feel old yet?
Yeah.
But yeah, she's also, I think you can tell through the weeks, just an unbelievable choreographer.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
like I say, I thought that this was your best dance this last week. I thought the little, shit, I don't know what I just did. The little like, when you were doing all that.
yeah, no, that is
turning them around. I was like, that is cool.
That is Argentine tango. Yeah,
It was really cool.
But I think she's just a very nice person, and obviously, what's not televised is the hard parts of Strictly and how it is very difficult and grueling. You get injuries, you get like anything that happens in normal life, you have to deal with, but you also have to deal with it with a smile on your face and dance.
Have you had any injuries yet?
Lower back, still
pain.
not great from week 2. It's so just see PT every day, like physiotherapist.
Not Pootie Tang.
Personal trainer was the thing I was going for.
Ah, right. Okay.
But yeah, I see how I deal with that. But it's like everyone's got like these different things that they're dealing with, and that's what people don't see. And I think she's just as good at dealing with that as she is with me going wrong in a dance, which is lovely.
Oh, bless her. Shout out to Alexis.
Yeah, big love.
Well, guys, please make sure that you vote for George. Have I done anything interesting this week? Can't remember, to be honest. Just having a good time.
I don't know if the audio listeners will be able to, or anyone will be able to hear that. There seems to be, I think the purge is going on outside. We may actually die soon.
It is very crazy. I had my family round for Christmas. That was really lovely.
For Crocs.
Yeah, for Crocmas. I gave them all some Croc.
A piece of Croc.
A piece of Croc.
The Mean Girls in it.
Yeah.
You get a Croc. You get a piece of Croc.
And yeah, I did a quiz that was, all the questions were about me. We played Traitors and I dressed up as Claudia Winkleman.
Nice.
All the classic Christmas tropes. It was a lovely, lovely time.
Oh my God. There is on the Christmas special, there is a hilarious bit between Claudia and someone else. There's just watch the Christmas special, because there's a bit that I was like, do you know what, that's really funny.
Right,
it's good stuff.
That's great.
I
That's
feel
great.
like such an influencer now.
Thank you so much.
Say too much.
Thanks for interrupting my Christmas story about my life with another thing about Strictly that no one can even relate to or understand.
Of course, let's bring it back to Max. I dressed as Claudia, and then
I did.
and then I saw
did.
my family.
And I saw my oh God, sorry, are we not allowed families now, George? Sorry, my family don't dance. Well, if they dance, would they be worthy of life? Is that what you're saying?
Probably not if they got hips like yours.
Wow. He's pointing out my childbearing hips again, guys. That's body shaming. That's not on that. Lovely time,
Would you
though.
ever do Strictly?
Everyone kept asking me that after seeing you go through it. I was sat next to Clara Amphar, who has done the show before. She did it during COVID.
Right.
And she was like telling me all about it and just like how it transformed her life. And she felt so incredible throughout the process. She just felt so happy. And I was like, George says all the same stuff, but also I see him wake up every morning. I don't. He wakes up next to me every morning. I see him in the flat that I've bought opposite his through my binoculars every single morning. Wake up really early. No, like hearing how grueling the whole process is and just knowing how weak of a person I am. I fear that 2 weeks in, I'd suffer a great injury.
But you thought when you went into I'm a Celeb that you'd be like fucked.
That is true.
That's why I went in. He was like, is there any young strapping guys in there? But no, I think it's more of the reason I said yes because I was like, I want to find out if I can do it. Like, just as like a life, it's an experience. It's like, I mean,
it is. And
beforehand,
watching
you
it
would
was
not
incredible.
have expected me to dance at all.
No, and I was saying that whilst I was there, and that was another thing that me and Clara were talking about. She was like, everybody goes into it basically being like, how on earth am I going to do this? Because it's not in my nature at all to do this. But the reality is, unless you have experience in that, it's not in anyone's nature to get up and perform. Like even before us doing our first ever podcast show, we had to both look at each other and be like, how are we going to pull this out of us? And that's just us talking on a stage.
Exactly,
so, like it's not exactly a natural thing to perform unless you're brought up that way. Half of me feels like I'd love it. Half of me feels like it would be the hardest thing in the world. But like you said, doing almost everything that I do, I go in with the lowest expectations for myself.
I would love to see you do like a samba or something. Just
oh my God.
Just seeing you like shaking that thing would be incredible.
Because I used to think, thank you for that, by the way. I can send you some videos of me doing exactly that if you would like. Anybody, Patreon, that's what you subscribe for. It's not. It's definitely not.
Just to say that people will unsubscribe.
I fear that as I've got older, I've got less and less rhythm. I find it genuinely very impressive watching you because it is such a skill that you've developed. And I guess if you can do it, anyone can to an extent because you don't really give me dancing vibes.
What the fuck?
But like the stuff that you've been doing is not something that I would ever say you would be able to do before doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess anyone could, and it's such a supportive and fun environment that you're in. Do you know what, actually, seeing how much everybody, like off camera, when like people are going through it on like getting the judges' feedback or whatever, seeing every single one of you lined up so intently listening and like giving each other comfort, I'm like, that does seem like
It's
such
so
an incredible
nice. It's
experience.
literally like school, but every week someone gets ill.
Yeah. That's a great, Again, though, I just worry. I get so into these like reality show formats. Like I take it so deeply that like I would cry every single week. The first person that got eliminated in the jungle, I sobbed for about 4 hours. Production had to say to me like, do you need to see the
Production
therapist?
had to say, we've got the clip, you can stop now.
They were like, put the eye drops down, mates. We don't need any more footage. No, they had to like, they were like, do you need to see the therapist? Like this is, we know that people get upset usually when the first person goes, but this is really taking it to a new level. Like it would get brought up that she wasn't there again. Samantha, shout out. And I'd start crying again. And it was like she was dead to me. So yeah, I do struggle, but it seems like a great experience.
Yeah, no, it is. It's very like there's definitely highs and lows. Like the results show is always so upsetting.
George, I was gonna
even if you're
up.
through it, oh well, this is horrible. I have to watch somebody leave.
I think I'd get about halfway through if I did Strictly. I could see myself making it like halfway, and I'd be happy with that. Do you know, like maybe at a push, I'd want to get to Blackpool though, that's the thing, but I don't think I would.
But usually there's like 8 people that get to Blackpool.
Oh, really? So that is kind of like halfway
2
through.
people dropped, well,
Just a bit over
Well,
halfway.
2 people dropped out, because there were 6 of us.
Yeah.
Lavoie wasn't able to do it, and then Stefan had dropped out, so there would have been
8.
Mm.
Yeah. Me acting like they're like, please, we want you to tap your toes for us. Guys, stop asking. Email my agent, okay? I know that you're in the comments like, oh my gosh. I know that you asked George to ask me that so that you can have the proof. But yeah, no, it seems like a lot of work. I don't think people realize how much work it is. So that's what would worry me, is that I would injure myself or I'd be so exhausted that I'd not be my best. But you never know until you're in those circumstances, I guess.
And it would kind of suck if I was sat here and I was like, oh, semi-finals, I lost really. And then you went out like week 2.
Oh, I would. That would be the case, though. You would win it and I'd go home first. Like, that's how it would happen. 100%. But that sounds quite poetic, really.
Is there any dance style that you would that you'd be like, you know what, I reckon I'd actually be okay at that?
George, truth be told, I haven't got a fucking clue the difference between any of them, and I've been watching all season long. I could maybe say the slower ones that you're best at, the like more waltzy ones, I think I would be better at those because I know myself and I think I'd get too excited if it was a fun song and I'd just start grooving and shaking and I'd forget everything.
So a slower one, like a waltz.
Yes.
Because
something
Viennese
like that.
waltz is still a little bit quicker.
I think that I would enjoy that a little bit more. But again, I get so swept up in moments that like if it was an emotional song, I fear I'd start crying whilst I'm dancing.
That's okay. You can show emotion.
I guess so, but
as long as your frame's still there. It'd be so funny if you were just.
That is what I'm like, though. I got so blown away with like how the second that your dance started, I just started crying. It was really a lot. So.
Well, I'm just a powerful performer, though. That's what you don't understand.
That's true. You and Balvinda, my gal. Yeah, it's I get swept up in the emotion quite often, but beautiful show, thoroughly enjoyed. Brilliant production, brilliant judges. I loved the guy that speaks between everything. Oh, this is a question that I have. Maybe you can't answer it. Maybe we will have to cut it out. The guy that speaks between the things that like does the jokes and everything. Do all the contestants hate him? Are you all like, shut up?
No.
Right. Okay. Fair.
He's a lovely man, but he's not going to be like, look, George, why are you sort of spilling my secrets here? He does reuse the jokes every week.
Oh, I so got that.
Because obviously
he did the same. I remembered the ones that he did from like 3 years ago. They were the exact same when I went this time. So yeah, I could just see, because everyone would laugh and every single pro and like all of you would just continue amongst yourselves. Like,
also, we're not listening really to him.
Yeah, true. Because there were times where we would fully call some of you out and like ask you like, oh, such a body, like blah, blah, blah. And they would just get blanked. So it was getting to a point where people around were like, oh my God, I think everyone hates him.
No, we love him. He's a lovely man.
Good.
Yeah.
He seemed very nice. He seemed good vibes.
But yeah, he's just, I mean, the way I think he has to look at it is it's like a tour. Every week there's different people.
Stand-up comedy.
You're not going to rewrite a show.
Yeah, true. True that, brother. Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. If we haven't said it enough, vote for George. This is imperative at this point.
Oh shit! Guys, there's only 2 more weeks. I've said it for 12 weeks now.
12 weeks? Is that long? Fucking hell, that's mad.
And then obviously we were both at it with the fucking TikTok creator shit.
Oh yeah, you've really been begging it, haven't you?
But this is the final 2 weeks, I swear.
Guys, he's gonna come out with something new in a minute.
Well, if it's 2 weeks, obviously.
Yeah. Guys, he just revealed. Daily Mail, did you get that? He just revealed that the judges have already told him he's through to the final. God,
don't say that. I have to actually come out and say that's a fucking lie. Otherwise,
would people actually believe that?
People will take.
Oh,
anything.
grow up. You can see me on a news station near you sometime soon, delivering that daily tea. George, where can they find you? What are your social handles?
You can see me.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Thank you so much. And we will catch you on the next one. I've been Max. He's whatever his name is. This was the Useless Hotline. Tune in next week for more news. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now.